from that, we get some good information. We obviously don't get the reason, but we get some information where when you're going through a reread, a lot of this information that Abinthy gives is fucking spot on.
Yeah, it's accurate. Yeah.
Which also shows you that it's very possible that Abinthy is holding back information because what he gives is spot on. But it seems like he's only giving them what he wants to give them. But like they go into the like we talked about, he goes into the 7 like the I can confirm that. But then he starts going into their signs. He's like, let me think. Blue flame is obvious, of course, but I'd hesitate to attribute that to the Chandrian in particular. In some stories, it's a sign of demons. In others, it's fake creatures or magic of any sort. Obviously, blue flame, 100% Chandrian sign. We can confirm that. And then he's like, other signs, one of them is supposed to have eyes like a goat, or no eyes, or black eyes. I've heard that quite a bit. I've heard that plants die when the Chandrian are around. Wood rots, metal rust, brick crumbles. He paused. Though I don't know if that's several signs or all one sign. So, we know
the black eyes
like
cinder.
A goat is cinder.
Yeah.
That's clear as day. That's definitely cinders. And then you have the other signs where plants die, wood rots, metal rust, brick crumbles, and plants die. So we know the signs of the Chandrian. We've received those from Cheyenne, or whatever her name is, in Adim, when she tells Kavoth the story, the Adim story about the Chandrian. When he asks her, he's like, hey, I'm desperate to know this information. She tells him a story about the Chandrian, and she tells him their names and their signs. So the names she tells were Siphus bears the blue flame, Sturkis is in thrall of iron, Faerul, chill and dark of eye, which the fact that Cinder's name, that she calls him Faerul, and when Kavoth sees Haliax and Cinder face to face, Haliax calls Cinder Ferula or whatever when he names him. When he fucking like racks his body full of pain, he's like Ferula or whatever. Shit. So we know these names are fairly fucking accurate.
So brings the Blythe. What does that mean? Because I know
the blight.
The blight, is it the rust, metal rusting and shit?
Blight has a specific definition.
Because actually, blight
it's like death, isn't it?
It's like
it would be more like Grey Down Sente bringing the Blythe.
Plant disease or something like that. So like, with like flowers wilting.
I thought that was somebody else. I thought you said the person before that person like brings the death to plants.
Pale Alinta brings the blight.
Okay, but
she brings like the plants dying.
I thought there was someone before that brings the plants dying, and then I thought the Blythe was separate from the plants dying.
No, Uznea lives in nothing but decay.
Okay, so decay. So that would be the
decay
rust and whatnot.
Blight
right,
are very similar. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
They have very similar powers, but like a plant disease or mildew, rust, that kind of thing, you could think of as Pale Alinta. Sturkis is in thrall of iron, so he's a master of iron. It seems like, like when they're in the couple chapters when like Kavoth sees like the swords are broken and shit like that, like it seems like Sturkis would probably be the one that would be doing that. But like the iron wheel rusting and shit like that, the wheel of the wagon rusting, the metal on it would probably either Uznea or Pale Alinta. Like it's hard to know what exactly the difference between bringing decay and bringing the blight. It seems very similar.
I like the idea instead of blight brings Blythe, which is like boring. So you'd have like what's the character? A story.
I thought Blythe was like happiness.
It'd be like someone just like brings down the mood in the room. Like everybody's having fun, and then Killington. What is it? Buzz Killington. Yeah, it'd be like
Buzz
that guy.
Killington,
He
yeah.
walks in, he's like, who would like to hear a story about a bridge? And everybody's just like,
No, Blythe is like carefree, lighthearted.
oh, so that's the opposite of what I just said.
Yeah.
Unblythe.
It's not the opposite, but yeah, it's different. You know, you can still be carefree and boring, but like, yeah, she's just very. She's not accepting, like when they're like slaughtering people, like she's skipping, fucking having a good time, fucking like
Gotcha.
slicing someone's head off and fucking smiling and laughing.
Have a good day.
She
Jesus loves
carries
you.
2 scythes and she just like as she's skipping, she's swinging them back and forth, not even acknowledging that she's slicing heads off.
I kind of like this character.
She watches that blood splatter and she goes, "Ooh, pretty."
I kind of like this character. I'm not big into like horror movies or anything, but I kind of like the idea of a character that finds it tremendously fun and is like really, you know, Jesus loves you, and slices a throat.
Go to heaven. See ya. But
Happy
Tim,
trails.
you know it wasn't actually Blythe. It was Blight.
No, I know.
So-
I know. I was still just going with it, and I love that I went with it, and I was completely fucking wrong. I had it completely turned around. But I do that sometimes. Do a little 180 on the definition.
Where would we
That's
be
right,
without
worked
it,
out.
Tim? Where would we be without it?